6 hours of browsing your network, 9 hours on Wi-Fi, 10 hours watching video, 40 hours of listening to music. Fantastic battery life. So that's our first new feature, making the iPhone 4S all new. That A5 chip, incredible performance, and great battery life. Second, the wireless system. As you know, in the iPhone, we've revolutionized with a stainless steel band made up of 2 antennas on the outside that make the phone even thinner. And our engineering team has worked really hard at advancing the state of the art with something new. They've done something really technically amazing that's never been done in a phone before. Can now intelligently switch between the 2 antennas for both transmit and receive. Again, that's never been done. And this works even while you're on a call. Can switch between the antennas to make even better call quality. So that's the new antenna system. But it isn't just better at improving your call quality, it's also faster too. You can now download data to twice as fast as before. So what does that mean? Well, previously with the iPhone 4, you could upload data. This is theoretical maximum performance, as we always quote, 5.8 megabits per second up and 7.2 down. And now with the new iPhone 4S, that doubles to up to 14.4 megabits per second down. Now, if you follow the phone industry, these numbers might sound familiar. 5.8 up, 14.4 down. Where have I heard that before? Well, this is what the majority of our competitors claim when they talk about 4G performance. The Motorola Atrix 4G, the LG Thrill 4G, the HTC Inspire 4G, they even put it in their names. We're not going to get into a debate in the industry of what's 4G and what isn't. We leave that to others to talk about. What's most important when it comes to real-world performance, the iPhone 4S is just as fast as all these phones. In fact, we think with some of our software enhancements, it's even faster in real-world use. So that's performance. Next, a world phone. If you know about these technologies, you know that the iPhone 4 came in 2 flavors, GSM and CDMA. They carry a GSM phone as your home network. When you roam around the world, you're more likely to find a GSM network that you can roam on. If you choose CDMA as your home network, well, you can't roam on a GSM network with an iPhone 4 when you travel. Well, now the iPhone 4S is a world phone. It has both GSM and CDMA. So when you're traveling with GSM, of course, you can roam on those networks. When you're traveling, you have CDMA as your home network, you can roam on GSM networks around the world. That really benefits customers a lot. So that's the new antenna system. A breakthrough in switching between 2 antenna technologies, the ability to have faster downloads, twice as fast, and a world phone. Third, the camera system. You've heard, and you all know firsthand, just how great the pictures you can take with an iPhone are. And customers love using it because they're beautiful, and they have it with them all the time. And you've seen some of the numbers, I'm sure. The iPhone 4, not all iPhones, just the iPhone 4 is already past all other cameras and phones for taking pictures and posting them on internet sites like Flickr, beating every point-and-shoot and DSLR. It's really great. So when we set out to create an all-new phone, a camera in the iPhone 4S, we didn't set our sights on just making it better than every other phone. We've already done that. We set our sights on competing with the quality of many great point-and-shoot cameras. So it really is the one camera you want to have with you all the time. So what's this new camera inside the iPhone 4S like? Well, let me tell you all about it. First, it starts with a new sensor, an 8-megapixel sensor. This lets you take photos that are 3264 by 2448. That means you can print out an 8x10 glossy photo that's pixel perfect. It's gorgeous. That's 60% more pixels than were in the iPhone 4's camera sensor. Now, if you know about digital camera sensors, you know the more pixels you pack in, it doesn't actually make a picture better. That'll make a picture worse, unless you do something really smart. And our team has done that. This new sensor is a state-of-the-art CMOS backside illuminated sensor. It allows us to gather 73% more light per pixel than the iPhone 4 sensor did, giving much richer colors, much better low light performance. It's a lot faster, too, a third faster at taking that picture. On top of that sensor, we place a hybrid IR filter. This is the kind of stuff you talk about with high-end DSLRs. It allows us to create more accurate colors and more uniform colors across your whole picture from edge to edge. And one of the most important elements of a great camera system is the optics. And here we've really gone overboard. We have an amazing lens system. 5 Apple-designed custom lenses. There were 4 in the iPhone 4. This allows us to make an even sharper picture, 30% sharper. And the lens opening is now a really wide f2.4. Now, for those of you who know about cameras, know compared to most point-and-shoots, that's a very wide open lens aperture. It means you can let in more light, better low-light performance. That's a lot on the camera itself. But it doesn't stop with the camera because we use some really smart algorithms inside the iPhone 4S. We use that A5 chip to do some incredible stuff. For example, I left off one important thing. So there's one part of the A5 we haven't told you about. Inside the A5 is an Apple-designed image signal processor, too. It's really powerful for doing things like advanced face detection algorithms. So not only can the iPhone 4S tell if you're trying to take a portrait shot and there's a person in it, it can tell if there's up to 10 people in it and get the best auto exposure across all their faces. And it does an amazing job with white balance. The auto white balance is even better in the iPhone 4, which was already state-of-the-art. And that chip is really fast. It takes super fast photos. Well, what do we mean? Well, here's some other phones out there that have put 8-megapixel camera sensors in them. Not as good as we've done, but let's look at their speed. The Droid Bionic, to take that first picture, 3.7 seconds. The Galaxy S2, HD Sensation, about 2 seconds. The new iPhone 4S, 1.1 seconds. And it gets even faster. You go to take another picture, it's just a half a second longer to get that second picture on the iPhone 4S. The other guys, yeah. The other guy's 2 to 3 seconds, 2 to 3 times longer. And I don't know what Droid Bionic customers have to do between taking pictures, like go get coffee. But none of that matters, right? All that matters is, can I take great pictures? So what I'm going to do next is show you some pictures that we've taken with the iPhone 4S. And these are exactly as they've come off the iPhone 4S. We've not manipulated and enhanced or done anything with these photos. So here's a beautiful landscape shot taken with the iPhone 4S. There's some hot air balloons going up, and you see that dynamic range of color, how vibrant those colors are. It's a fun portrait shot. Show great skin tones, amazing auto white balance. We also take macro photos. You can tap on something close up. Check this out. Look at this squirrel. You can see the hairs on the nose of the squirrel. And do you know how hard it is to get a squirrel to stand still? Not easy. This is a great shot to show color uniformity and the lack of distortion from corner to corner in the photo. It's a really great sense and a really great lens. Get great range of color, rich blacks, very sharp contrast. This is a great shot of water, a wave crashing on a rock. Look how fast this is. Look at that wave frozen in time as the splash is hanging in midair. I'll end it with this one. I could go on and on, but I'll end it here. This is a nice beginning of evening shot. You see a little bit of depth of field, right? You've seen that in a couple of these photos. The background's blurred because that aperture 2.4 allows us to get a little depth of field. And you get just what you want in a sunset photo. To start of that salmon color that the sun makes, a bad auto white balance setting would make this sort of a neutral gray and ruin the beautiful color, but not the iPhone 4S. So that's the camera system, all new inside the iPhone 4S, and it takes stunning photos. Next, video recording. Use that same camera system and all the things we've just talked about to take stunning HD video. And for the first time, it is now 1080p HD video. Just the resolution you want. And we use that powerful image signal processor inside the A5 chip to do some incredible things, like real-time video image stabilization. As you know, as you make a video camera smaller and smaller, it gets harder to hold it really still. So this helps remove a lot of that shakiness you could get. And we try to improve the video quality in real time by doing temporal noise reduction, especially helps in low light scenarios. So of course, I'm dying to show you what this looks like. We've captured some video We've made it into a home movie, so we've edited it with some sound and some